Thank God you guys are here.
What are the most annoying missions in GTA 5?
Yeah, they're up here.
Did somebody say yoga? The mission starts with Michael at home, drinking and smoking while trying to relax. Amanda gets disgusted with his behavior, and before long, Fabian shows up, convincing Michael to join them for a yoga session.
We practice. Miguel, join us, please.
No, please, no.
Surprisingly, Michael agrees, and this is where the mission really starts to drag. You're forced to go through 3 different yoga poses while following Fabian's instructions. The problem is, these poses are not only slow and boring, but the controls are also very strict. Even a slight mistake with the mouse or controller means Michael has to redo the whole pose. Fail enough times and the entire part restarts.
Can't you?
Let it go.
There. There it is.
Oh, fuck this. This is still pretty basic.
Your inner eye. You have picked yourself up, and you will try again. Breathe, Miguel. Breathe out, please.
Keep this up and we might actually have a shared interest.
This silly man forgets to breathe.
This makes it frustrating and feel like a chore rather than fun gameplay. After the final pose, Fabian demonstrates another move with Amanda that looks very questionable.
What'd you say? Your sexual energies have been blocked for too long.
Michael, enraged, tries to punch him but falls into the pool instead, while Amanda storms off with Fabian.
You are alone, you pathetic psychopath!
From here, the mission gets a bit more interesting, with Michael spending time with Jimmy, though Jimmy ends up drugging his own father and stealing his car. While the hallucination sequence with chimps, aliens, and the freefall is actually one of the most memorable parts, the fact that Jimmy betrays Michael so casually still makes this section annoying for a lot of players.
It's like I'm 2 different people.
In the end, Michael wakes up half naked, abandoned by his family, and left completely alone.
Trevor is a what?
Scouting the port. This mission is often called the most boring and annoying mission in GTA 5. It begins in Floyd's apartment, where Trevor forces Floyd and Wade to join him in disguises and head to the port of Los Santos. Once inside the port, Trevor follows Floyd toward the ship. This is where the first problem comes in. You're forced to slowly follow Floyd without being able to run or jump, which makes this part painfully slow.
I could pick up a whole container.
Now this is restricted airspace. They won't let anything out of here without clearance. Shoot it down if they have to.
Things don't get better when a guard forces Trevor and Floyd to move containers.
You! We need 2 guys on the handler.
You're suddenly stuck driving a dock handler. This section feels more like doing a real dock job than playing GTA. Next, Trevor climbs a crane to get a better angle for photographs, but instead of just snapping pictures, the foreman makes him work the crane to move containers. It's another long, repetitive chore that adds nothing exciting.
Out of here.
This is on you!
That's it. You're in position. That's lined up. Move the spreader down so it can grab the container. You got it. Now pick it up so it'll clear the other containers and move it down to the end. We need to go to the other end. Bay 5. Keep going. Keep going. That's the truck. Ease her onto it. You want to line it up with the frame of the truck. Container's locked. Haul that freight.
Only after this do you finally get to take the required photos of the ship. Trevor then drives a truck to the naval port, sneaks into Merryweather's office, and steals a briefcase containing a shipping manifest. The sequence ends with Trevor heading all the way back to Floyd's apartment, the same place the mission began. The mission drags on for far too long and most of it feels like doing dull manual labor, slowly following Floyd, moving containers and stacking crates. By the time it's over, many players consider this the single most boring mission in GTA 5.
Sweet Jesus.
The mission By the Book is one of the most infamous missions in GTA 5, and not for good reasons. It starts when Michael or Trevor gets a call from Steve Haynes asking them to meet at a warehouse. There, Haynes and Dave Norton reveal that they need Michael to assassinate Tahir Javan, an Azerbaijani man accused of terrorist connections. To find him, they rely on Ferdinand Kerimov, better known as Mr. K, who previously worked with Javan. Michael goes with Norton to investigate possible locations while Trevor is left behind in the warehouse. This is where the mission takes a dark turn. Players are forced to torture Mr. K to extract information, and the game doesn't hold back. You can choose between waterboarding, beating him with a wrench, shocking him with a car battery, or even pulling out his teeth with pliers.
They've been waiting, please don't!
Best way to make a man talk is to stop him being able to talk.
That hurts too much!
This section is what makes the mission so hated. Many players argue that the torture is completely unnecessary, dragging out the violence in a way that feels uncomfortable and disturbing rather than fun. In fact, the mission has been heavily criticized by media outlets and is often called one of the most controversial moments in the series. After Mr. K gives up the information, Michael identifies and assassinates Javan. Back at the warehouse, Haynes coldly tells Trevor that Kerimov is expendable and should be killed. But in a twist, Trevor frees him instead, driving him to the airport and urging him to leave Los Santos for good.
Run. You're free.
Oh, what? But my family's here.
Your family is probably the ones who got you fucking in here, all right? Now look, trust no one, all right? You're alone now.
Hang 10.
Those conferences are regular little fuckfest, huh?
This mission is another frustrating one, not because of any difficulty, but because of how much it leaves unanswered. It begins with Trevor returning to Floyd's apartment, where he's confronted by Floyd and Deborah. Deborah has just come home from a business trip and immediately starts yelling at Trevor to leave. She blames Floyd for Trevor's presence, insults him, and even admits that Bob was right about Floyd being weak and useless.
You're not a man at all. Bob's right about you.
The argument quickly escalates. Deborah pulls a gun, Floyd grabs a knife, and just as the tension peaks, the screen fades to black. What happens next is left completely off screen, which has annoyed players for years. Did Deborah shoot first? Did Floyd try to defend himself? All we know is that both of them end up dead, and Trevor staggers out of the apartment covered in blood. From there, Trevor meets Wade and takes him to the Vanilla Unicorn. Along the way, Trevor explains that Floyd and Deborah have disappeared and won't be coming back. At the club, Trevor kills the manager off-screen as well and takes over the business. The mission then abruptly shifts perspective back to Michael, who gets a phone call from Lester about meeting at the Vanilla Unicorn.
Hey, Lester.
Hey, Trevor just called about the big one, the UD. You know anything?
Yeah, I told him we could hit it. You down?
Of course I'm down. Look, I'll get my research together and meet you at Trevor's. He's taken over the Vanilla Unicorn Gentlemen's Club.
All right, message Franklin.
What makes this even more annoying is that in the game files, there's actually an unused phone call between Trevor and Lester that was supposed to bridge this transition, but it never made it into the final game. In the end, Hang 10 feels incomplete. It's annoying because so much of the important action, Floyd and Deborah's deaths, Trevor killing the club manager, and even Trevor contacting Lester, all happen off-screen. Instead of answers, the mission leaves players confused about what really went down.
Amigo! Prepare to meet your new partner.
So those are what I think are the most annoying missions in GTA 5. Let me know in the comments which ones you found the most frustrating. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.